I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken languages, spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My family's on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was scarred with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while sizzling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcasted like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's your man, Uncle Freezy. What's good? Can y'all hear me out there? I'm trying out some new stuff. Can y'all hear me out there? What's good, Phase 1? Kevin Middleton, what's good? White Falcon is in the building. What's good? What's good? Yo, so I want to recap. Last night, man. I want to recap last night, but at the same time, I want to throw that game in the trash. I ain't gonna lie to you. I want to throw that game in the trash. So I want to recap last night's game. Joshua Rivera, what's good? So I want to recap last night's game, but at the same time, I just want to throw it in the trash can, man. Right? I want to go over a few things, and I know you guys have probably been over the stats and things over and over and over again. But I just want to go over a few things to show you where things went sideways last night. Right? So the Knicks shot 37% from the floor. They were 37 for 100. Right? The Knicks also shot 27% from three and 68% from the free throw line. Right? So what I want to get to is this. Sean Cubes, what's good? Will Salkin, what's good? Phase 1, DSJ, what's happening? So what I want to get to is this. I don't want to criticize the team at all, right? Tone Wu, what's good? What's good? So I don't want to criticize the team, man. The main thing I want to do is speak to. I had ESPN playing in my ear for some reason. I muted it, and they just started back playing anyway. Frustrating, man. So I'm frustrated about last night's loss, and not because of what Tom Thibodeau and Julius Randle said in the post-game press conference. They said things like energy, closeouts, things of that sort. What I want to speak to is clunkers. Clunkers are going to happen, right? Clunkers are going to happen. There's nothing you can do about a clunker. Okay? Nothing. You just hope they happen early enough in your season where you can get them in your rearview mirror. Right? You just hope clunkers. And listen, everybody have them. Right? Everybody have them. Right? Everybody have clunkers. All great teams have clunkers. Right? I remember I watched the greatest show on turf, the St. Louis Rams, the greatest show on turf. And they had been putting up like 37, 38 points a game. Right? And then they played a Carolina team with Jake Delhomme. And for some reason, biorhythms or whatever, Torrey Holt was like a step slow. Warner was a step slow with the pass. It was clunkers. It happens. So what I'm telling you, Knicks fans, is this. We were supposed to beat the brakes off Orlando, and we didn't. Right? Right? We were supposed to beat the brakes off Orlando, and we didn't. Right? Orlando does not have the talent the Knicks has. I mean, in terms of in the moment talent. Do they have long-term talent? Hell yeah. That dude Suggs is going to be something. Cole Anthony is going to be something, right? Franz Wagner is going to be something. Okay? But right now, no, they too young. They ain't nothing. Right? Right? Charlie King, how you doing? So what I'm pointing to is clunkers. We all have them. Right? The Knicks were never going to go 82-0. Right? The Knicks were never going to go 82-0. And just like we had a clunker against Orlando, we are going to beat a team this season. We are going to beat a team that we had no business beating. It happens. It's the flow of a season, right? So we were supposed to beat this team by 11.5 points. We lost by 6 points, right? Terrence Ross, the Gotham Strangler. Every time I say the Gotham Strangler, I chuckle, right? But sometimes the team has your number, and Terrence Ross has our number, right? Right? Terrence Ross has our number. This is what you call a clunker. You need to put this game in your rearview mirror and keep on trucking. It happens. Orlando didn't play particularly well. I'll read you their stats. Orlando shot 40.9% from the floor, 27.9% from three, and 76.5% from the free throw line, right? They had one per Terrence Ross was 6 for 11 from the floor, 8 or 9 from the free throw line, and 2 for 6 from three. Those numbers should not wow you. On the other hand, and to further my point, Cole Anthony had the game of his life. Cole Anthony was 9 for 16 from the floor, 5 of 9 from three, 6 of 7 from the free throw line. He had 16 rebounds, 8 assists. Right? If Cole Anthony played anything close to this every day, Cole Anthony would be a star in this league. Right? But he doesn't. Right? Cole Anthony played the game of his life and it helped his team beat the Knicks. If Cole Anthony has an average game, we beat the Orlando Magic. It's as simple as that. Eli M, what's good? Right. Eli M says, trade for Terrence Ross. If you can't beat him, join him. Yeah. Yeah. We have been saying that for a while. Jay Boogie, what's good? Jay Boogie says, it's not about percentages. It's about when you make buckets. They made buckets at crucial points and times in the game, and we didn't. Salute, salute, salute. 3 capital S's. Yeah, for sure, Jay Boogie. I disagree with Jay Boogie on that one. I'm here to tell you the Knicks defense was not bad last night. The Knicks didn't play subpar defense, right? They didn't. The Knicks didn't play subpar defense. In today's era, you should be able to. The reason why they scored 110 is because the Knicks couldn't throw a soda can out the car window last night. They could not. Savage NYC, what's good? Hey, DSJ says if Cole Anthony plays like that every game, he's the MVP of the league. Exactly. Hey, Dale Sinclair, how you doing? Dale Sinclair, what's good? What I'm saying is to everybody is occasionally a team is going to come along and or a game on the schedule is going to come along and you're going to lose, and all you can do is just move on. You're going to lose. And you're like, no matter what we try to do tonight, it just didn't work. Tonight wasn't our night. The Knicks missed. The Knicks. Wow. I'm sorry. The Knicks missed 63 shots in a 4-quarter game. The Knicks missed. Think about this. The Knicks missed 63 shots in a 4-quarter game. Either you can give the Orlando Magic credit for excellent defense, or just say that, or just chalk it up to the Knicks the shots weren't going at all. Right? And the thing I wanted to get to is the reason why we say RJ looked bad, Burks looked bad, Fournier disappeared, Kemba, all these different things is because these guys' shots were not going. If their shots were going, all the other aspects of their game would have looked better, right? We would have noticed RJ Barrett's defense, right? But since RJ Barrett's shot is not going, all the other parts of his game, it weighs down all the other parts of his game. Right. And the Orlando Magic, too, I don't want to give them too much credit. Tibbs said they're professionals like us, and, you have to be an elite talent to make the league and all these things, nice things Tibbs said about them. At the end of the day, the New York Knicks missed 63 shots. 63 shots, and we lost by 6. I mean, you can say Tibbs was gracious in his loss, but I'm here to tell you, when your team misses 63 shots, you're destined to lose. See, you miss 63 shots in a 4-quarter game, you're destined to lose. Right? That means you're missing 15 plus shots every quarter. Every quarter, you're missing 15 plus shots. Right? Julius Randle's shot was not on. And to top it off, so his shot was not going and his shot selection was crazy. Right? I don't fault him for his shot selection because at some point desperation takes over and you got to kick it into overdrive. Right? So I don't fault Julius Randle. Who I do fault though, RJ Barrett. This is a RJ Barrett loss. This is not a Kemba Walker loss. No, this is not a Kemba can't guard young bouncy guards loss. This is a RJ Barrett loss. RJ Barrett, if you're looking at this, RJ Barrett, this was the game that you should have stepped up. Okay? You can't expect it to be Fournier, right? Because Fournier is who he is. Fournier is the veteran that looks good at times, and when he's not looking good, he's missing. This is 10 years of Evan Fournier. We know who Evan Fournier is, right? We know who Evan Fournier is. Alec Burks is hot and cold. You know that. We've had 8 seasons of Alec Burks. We know who Alec Burks is, right? Right? This here is RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett, where were you when the number one option wasn't going? You can't be the future of the franchise and not show up. Okay? You can't be the future. I love RJ Barrett. Y'all know this. Y'all know I love RJ Barrett. Right? But when Batman doesn't show up, Robin is supposed to be there. And Robin wasn't there. You feel me? You can't be Robin to Batman, and then Batman gets in trouble and Robin doesn't show up. Savage NYC, I feel you. I know. Hey, Subliminal 209, what's good? Hey, shout out to Subliminal 209 for showing up last night too in the joint, man. He was, it was funny. If you go back and watch the watch along last night, we were hilarious. Like a whole bunch of kids being disappointed. But the point I want to make here is two. Last night, the first point is last night was a clunker. The Knicks are not gonna shoot. The Knicks are not gonna miss 63 shots in a game again this season. I mean, that's correct. That's what you call a clunker. You know, I liken that to a Dan Marino 4 interception game. Dan Marino don't throw 4 interceptions in one game. You know what I'm saying? You talk that up as a Michael Jordan, shooting 5 for 27 game. You know, these things don't happen that often. And I want you to stay confident in your New York Knicks. Okay? Stay confident in your Knicks. Right? Clunkers happen to everybody. You just want them to happen at the perfect time. And this happened at the perfect time. Early in the season, against a team that's going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So now Tibbs has fuel to throw on the fire when he needs to motivate this team. Right? You don't want these clunkers to show up in the playoffs or in a big game. Right? Right. You don't want these clunkers to show up in a big game. You don't want this to be the playoffs, or you don't want to have a clunker show up in, you play the Nets in Brooklyn and you go over there and throw out a clunker. You don't want it to happen then. Right. So I'm not trying to talk Knicks fans off the ledge. I'm being reasonable. Right? I'm being reasonable. NBA teams don't have bad games like this. Right? 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 These things happen. And so I was going to go to this. I was going to look at the box score and do all these things. But nah, that's not the time for this. It's so early in the season. You know, it's so early in the season. And you want to have these type games early in the season where you have enough time to make things up on your schedule. That's basically what it is. Basically what I'm saying to you guys. Jamie Peralta says, Freezy, not a game. That's an easy win. No, man. When you have a clunker, it don't matter who you play. It don't matter. It don't matter the team. When you have a clunker, the clunkers just show up from out of nowhere. It don't matter. Sometimes you just gotta be like, sometimes you just gotta laugh and move on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta move on. I saw a comment in the chat. Hold on. So, what do you think about Tibbs's moves? Here's the thing. I think they recognize that Kemba is rusty, right? I think they recognize that Kemba is rusty, and at the same time, they recognize that Kemba is fragile. So, instead of playing Kemba 40 minutes a night to get him to work or get the rust off, they have to bring him along slowly, right? Because if you want cardiac Kemba for the playoffs, Juju 92, what's good? If you want cardiac Kemba for the playoffs, then you have to make sure Kemba makes it to the playoffs, right? Make sure he's healthy for the playoffs. And two, you want to make sure that he gets into his bag and his confidence is up by the time the playoffs get here. Right? David Parker says, rusty. I am not ready to say the Kemba Walker signing is a bad signing. I'm not ready to say that yet. Jamie Peralta says that Sims needed to play. You know what? I think I might agree with that. So my thing is I don't like criticizing the reigning NBA Coach of the Year, because you win this award by doing a lot of stuff right. Right? Jay Singh, what's good? What I would say is Tibbs tried a bunch of things last night, and I saw it. Tibbs tried the triangle, the pick and roll, and the new buzzword, all the Spanish pick and roll. Tibbs tried that mess. And at the end of the day, no matter what actions you ran, the ball did not go in the bucket. Tibbs ran a lot of actions, and people say all the buzzwords, the Spanish pick and roll. We need pick and roll. Nah, bro, we needed balls to go in baskets. That's what we needed. Right? We needed balls to go in the basket, and they didn't. We missed 63 shots last night. Right? DSJ says, I'm not going to bench Kemba. I think the dynamic of roles with the second unit is better than starting. Hey, man, see, it's too early. It's too early. Nah, man, it's too early. the thing is chemistry. You don't just okay. So the point guard from last year was trash, and he couldn't shoot, right? But he took this team. He helped get this team to the playoffs because he was here for his second year. He had already been here 2 years. He had already played with Reggie Bullock and Julius Randle for 2 years. And while he was trash, he had some semblance of chemistry with Julius Randle. Right? Right? And so while I'm not saying that Kemba needs 2 years, I'm saying let's not bench him after 3 games. That makes no sense. Let's not bench Kemba. Let's not bench Kemba after let's not bench Kemba Walker after 3 games. Right? I mean, and for those Derrick Rose fans that want Derrick Rose to start, we started Derrick Rose 2 games in the playoffs, and he got hurt in the second game. We started Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose started 1 game, played a full game, started the second game, and got hurt. Calm down. Calm down. Everything is going to be all right. It's like the song 3 Little Birds from Bob Marley. Don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is going to be all right. No team goes 82-0. And was this loss a bad loss? Yes. Was it a clunker? Was it a stinker? Yes. Just admit, Knicks fans, just admit that this was a stinker. The Knicks missed 63 shots. This don't happen that often. Right? Right. That's what I'm getting at, DSJ. DSJ, that's what I'm getting at. Jay Boogie ain't even let me finish my monologue. Jay Boogie just come in here like, yo, Link, man. What's good, Jay Boogie? I want to finish up this little joint, man, for everybody, had jumped in or whatever. But White Falcon says Rose got to start. We have no PG. No, man. It's too early. It's too early for that. The Lakers are 1-2. Should you bench LeBron? The Lakers are 1-2. Bench LeBron James. Bench Anthony Davis. The Lakers are 1-2. Bench him. What's good, boss?
Top of the morning. What's going on?
Sir.
Salute to everybody in the chat. You already know the vibes. And if you haven't already, please hit the like button. Support the show. What's going on, big bro?
Yo, we Knicks fan. I think the Knicks fan base is bugging out, bro, already. It's too early in the season. They want to bench Kemba already. And the Knicks are 2-1. And the one loss they had, they didn't even lose by double digits. They lost by 6. They lost a 2-possession game.
It's the hometown kid came to play. I'm gonna just leave it at that. In all honesty, Cole Anthony came out. He had a great game. And that's really all I can say about it. I mean, end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You could blame a lot of things. There's a myriad of things you could look at. Tired legs. And as I was saying early in the chat, some of the shots was open shots. They just, was in and out.
They just didn't go.
It happens. You know what I mean? Every game ain't gonna be, every game ain't gonna be like that. You know what I mean? So, ain't no need to jump out the windows. Just win a game. Tip your hat to the opponent because, again, Terrence Ross came in and, he's one of those guys that can get hot at any moment of the game. This is the same guy that scored 50 points when he was averaging only 10 points a game.
Right.
So I'm not about to, jump out the window for after one loss. You know what I mean? I take it as what it is. It's just one game.
Right. Right. And the Lakers won their first. Jay Boogie. The Lakers won their first game last night, bro. Should you bench LeBron James?
And Bug, you muted, bro.
Oh,
Hey,
oh, he,
hey, good morning, everybody. Worldwide, man. Orange and blue, man. Everybody in the chat, man. Beautiful Monday. I hope everybody at work or on their way to work. You know what I'm saying? We got our wake up ceremony. Blah blah. Excuse me. We got our wake up control going on. Freezy in the building,
right.
man. You know what I'm saying? Tough game last night, but my thing is this, man. I'm not mad. Too much mad of the loss. I'm shocked of the loss more than anything. But my thing is this, man. Where was the motivation for the players? We don't have nobody on our team that's going to get in the next man's face and tell him to turn up. Everybody was okay, cool, and too relaxed on like, we'll take over this game. No, you gotta hit your stride, man. And I know he's not on the team, but Pinson played a big role in certain key marks like this last year. You know what I'm saying? Running up and down the sideline, rallying, clapping, talking to the players. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
I just looked at, we didn't have no motivation for this game. I don't know if we looking towards Philly, but we can't overlook certain games like that because they mean something down the road. You're supposed to kill a bump. When you get down to the end of the season and you're tied with somebody at the sixth spot, but they got the half game advantage over you, and you get slided out of the playoffs into the play-in. It's for games like this that's gonna have its effect later on down the line, and that's why I was shocked. And we really need to kill bumps, get them out the way. But all that, talking about trading players, bench players, and all this and that. Nah, man, we can't do that in the beginning of the season, man. Let's not get off track. Let's not get off point, man. Keep seeing, the bigger picture. Take the L, and let's get back to what we're doing Tuesday. Last year we took bad losses, but we recovered real quick the next game and handled our business. So let's see what we're gonna do Tuesday night. Hopefully, they overlooked them guys and just wanted to see Philly, man. But man, dude had a great night. He was sitting down in the Spike Lee seats, moms going crazy, My understanding that they family, and that's why Spike had him in their seat last night. So things can happen, Yeah, he had a historical night, man, but don't allow nothing like this to come in. Not in our building to happen like this again. All bums, man. Please, man, please.
Right, but this is it's and I hate to keep bringing up boxing, but Jay Bug, you know what? When I used to box, bro, what would happen is a dude like I would box a guy, and his record would be something like 12-24 or something, right? And they'd be like, Uncle Freezy, just wash him, just get him out of here real quick so we can go hit the club, right? And so I'd be like, nah, bro, you can't take nobody for granted. Because he 12-24, that means he beat 12 people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. So I 36, that's right.
Yeah, and so they'd be like, nah, man, this dude ain't nobody, man. Just go ahead and get. And you would go in there, and the dude would jump all over you and maul you. And I'd be like, oh my goodness, let me get myself together. And I get myself together, and I'll outpoint them. I'll gather, regroup and gather myself and win. And it may not be pretty, but it's a win. Last night, what I think the Knicks did was when the three wasn't falling, instead of them saying, let's take this thing to the basket, they kept shooting the three. They kept shooting the three, right? And so last night the Knicks were 13 for 48 from the 3-point line, right? Mm-hmm. If you shoot 48 threes, you at least want to try to be somewhere around making 20 of them, right? You want to be somewhere around 39, 40, 41% if you're going to be shooting that many, right? But in one possession games, I'm gonna tell you what happened last night. In one possession games where we were either up by 1, 2, 3, or 4, or down by 1, 2, 3, or 4. Instead of taking a small piece of the lead right? You ever seen the mouse on the mousetrap? The mice that try to take all the cheese are the ones that get killed. The ones that nibble, the ones that take their time to eat, they get full and they live. The ones that try to take all the cheese with them, they the ones that get caught. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with fishing. Like how you throw your line out there, DSA, you know how you throw your line out there, you got your bait on the hook. The fish that nibble, the fish that nibble are the fish that live. The fish that try to take it all in one swallow are the ones, the ones that are on the boat. Right. And so last night in the one possession game, what happened was you would see Julius Randle come down without a set offense and shoot a three. And so I'm like, Julius, what are you doing? And it wasn't just Julius. They would swing the ball around and look for the three, look for the three, look for the three, hunt for the three, hunt for the three. And when they got the three they wanted, it still didn't go down. Right?
How many trays did Julius shoot last night?
Julius Randle was, oh my gosh. J Boogie
was like 17.
No, he was 2 for 10.
That's not bad. But what I can say, at least he adjusted a lot. You know what I'm saying? He did start going to that rack. He was going to that cup. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we was knocking him for. Yo, drive, go to the basket. So now we know he can go to that basket. If everybody else would have decided to stop shooting trays and start going to that bucket, you know what I'm saying? It might have been different because then you're putting pressure on their team, on their defense, and you're putting pressure on their rim, you know what I'm saying? But we just kept firing away, you know? And I don't want us to get complacent with that tray ball, man. We need to get inside that paint a lot more, man. Don't forget about that, man. Because you allow a team not to play no defense. I know they get ready to pull up.
Right.
And what's crazy about it is, too, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just going to say, the funny thing about it, too, is if you think about it, within those 47 seconds of the final period, that's when RJ got the three-point play. And then Randall had a three-point play as well going in. So, again, further your point, if they went to the basket, maybe they would have got the and one and got the traditional three-point play going on, you know what I'm saying, knocking down the free throws, because that's what they did, in essence, to make sure that they, still lost by single digits.
Yeah. And so the thing I wanted to say to Jay Boogie.
Go ahead. I was getting ready to tell you I was getting ready to leave, but you said you wanted to say something. I'm at Penske. They just finished service in my truck. Go ahead. Let me hear what you're saying.
Okay. So the thing, Jay Boogie, what I was mentioning is this game here is not. It's a clunker for one, but it's not all Julius Randle for. You can't fault Julius Randle for playing hard, right? But Jay Boogie, when you have a Batman, you need a Robin, right? You need a Robin, right? And the thing with last night is when Batman couldn't do it by himself, Robin didn't show up, right? What's the point in saying that you the Robin to this Batman when you only in your bag when Batman is in his bag? What about when Batman is down? What's Robin gonna do? To me, this is a RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett was 5 for 17 last night, Jay Boogie. 5 for 17.
But I'm gonna tell you like they said in Belly. That's your man. That's your man.
Yeah, that's your man.
That's your man. That's not my man.
You got me. You got me, bro.
I got to go, man. Y'all have a great day. DSJ, man. Yo, listen, DSJ. Call me, man. Please call me. Please call me.
All right, I got you.
Thank you, man.
The three of us got to get together.
No doubt. Everybody in the chat, man, continue to have a great day, man. Be successful in your life, man. Live your dreams. That means put actions into whatever you pursuing and make it happen. Don't just think about it and don't do it because it won't never come near you, man. Salute, salute, salute. 3 capital S's.
Sir. Yeah, hey, DSJ, this is to me, this is on RJ Barrett. You can't be the future of the franchise and not show up, bro.
No, I hear you. And I mean, end of the day, I understand where you're coming from. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, there's a myriad of things we could look at. I mean, Obi Toppin, for instance, he only scored 2 points, 2 rebounds.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Fournier I don't even think Fournier got to double digits in scoring.
Right.
So, I mean, there's a few things that we could look at, but I understand what you're saying. If RJ Barrett is supposed to be the future of the franchise, this is the opportunity to, propel yourself in that position. So I understand that, I just, like I said, I just look at it like, okay, it's a loss, Unfortunately, it happened to us with a team that, we just finished beating Friday night, you
Right.
know. So it feels
And
worse.
he didn't contribute Friday night either.
Right.
Not
It feels
offensively
worse.
anyway. Yeah.
Right. But you gotta tip your hat to him. I mean, look, at the end of the day, look, Memphis lost despite the fact that John Morant scored 40 points and had 10 assists.
Right.
Shot well from the field too. 5 for 7 from three. Shot I think about 60% from the field overall. So I mean, it happens to everybody. I mean, we could be in a better, worse position. I mean, we could be like Brooklyn. Brooklyn is 1-2, lost to lesser teams. I mean, Charlotte is supposed to be a up and coming team, but
Right.
they didn't even lose to the starters. Ish Smith and Cody Martin's the team that is the players that beat them.
Right. 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 And so for Brooklyn, that's a clunker for them too. Right? That's a clunker for them too. Oh boy, DSJ, here come your man. I bet you he got a brand new shirt on. I bet you he got a brand new shirt on, bro. Watch. Kev, what's good?
It is the
What's
CEO of Geico.
CEO. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Steve Mills.
Don't call me Steve Mills. Hey man, don't call me Steve Mills because we are 10 times better than what we are.
Yeah, man. How you doing, brother?
Hey man, man. It seems like everything that happened from Thursday night just trickled from positive to totally negative. My Jeep broke down Thursday night, and I'm $557 poor because they had to change the alternator and the battery. So I was grounded this entire weekend, man.
Oh man,
crazy. And I had so much to tell you on my show, The Pod Couple, from opening night and everything.
Right.
And it was just, I'm just glad to be here right now. Just glad to be here right now.
And we glad to have you, bro. Hey, don't forget that. Absolutely. Don't forget that either. Don't let that one slide by you, man. I'll be glad to have you, bro.
Not at all. What's up, DSJ? And what's up, Soul Finger? How y'all doing?
Top of the morning.
What's going down? What's happening?
Nothing,
I'm
man.
I'm sorry to hear about what happened to your Maybach.
Yeah.
To my Maybach.
Yeah, Maybach music.
Yeah.
Man.
That DeLorean, man, I hate to happen to you.
The DeLorean. Yeah, man. It's crazy. But we here, man. We here. So I haven't gotten the pulse of everybody. Is everybody ready to trade the whole team now? Because all your Joshes and the
I'm ready to trade Kemba for I'm ready to trade Kemba for number 21 from the Dallas Mavericks.
Wow, you ready to give up on Kemba already?
Yeah, I need number 21 from the Dallas Mavericks.
Wow. You're messing with me.
What?
You know who 21 is, huh?
He don't know.
He's messing with me.
He don't know who number 21 is.
I know who he's talking about, Mr. Frank Ntilikina. That's who you're talking about.
Okay, you got it. Okay, all right.
First, I just want to say if you hadn't hit that like button, party people, hit the like button, man. And then second, pick up your lips, pick up your face. It's 1 L. We got a long way to go. We got 82 games in this season. And I just was like, going around different shows, looking at what people were putting in the chat. Man, people jumping off the bridge. They jumping over the side of the ship like Jacques Cousteau. I mean, they ready to blow everything up. And I'm
not
like,
even the Brooklyn Bridge. They trying to jump off the Triborough Bridge.
Man, look, I think people trying to fly out here to jump off the Golden Gate, man.
Here's my take. And watching that game, what I will say is if we are to be taken seriously, because let's face it, we've been patting out our chests ever since our first round exit from the playoffs last year.
Right.
If we're supposed to be at that next level, the only thing I'll say is games like this in the beginning, you don't want to lose, especially to a team like this. Now, it's different if we lose to like a Philly, because then we'll just go back to the drawing board and say, how do we defend this? How do we defend that? How do we defend the B? I'm just using Philly as an example. But when you beat a team, when you beat them down and then have to turn around and play them again, and they come on your court and beat you, that's what's upsetting. And I'm like you, Soulfinger. I'm not going to jump off the bridge either. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's just that when you're telling people we have no drama, we have nothing, no negativity going on, we're going to be there, and you put up a performance like this, that's a little
Right.
that makes you mad. That makes you mad.
It does. It does. And
Kev, you mad? You mad though?
I can't
Oh,
do the
please, man.
because I normally catch Freezer right when he first opened up. I had to get I start work, so I'm just starting my morning and everything, and getting folk out the house so they can get to school and work.
Right,
but I'll say this: let's look at it like this. Everybody was floating on cloud 9 because we went undefeated in the preseason, right? So I'm saying, because I'm pretty sure Unc brought this up. If not Unc, I'm pretty sure that my man Delano Steele, aka the Nasty Nas, the Knicks Nation, brought this up
in your area.
I'll take that.
Mr. D Nice.
I will. So I'm gonna say this. So we'll puff it up our chest, because I'm not gonna lie. I was like, this is a good sign. It's a good sign. But we still needed some adversity. Remember, I said that I like to see us deal with some adversity. So we went undefeated in preseason. Had the opening game against Boston, overcame surmountable odds. Because truth be told, I was happy with the win, but I was concerned because of free throws.
Right.
Then we played Orlando, stumped a mud hole, and these cats turned around, stumped it dry, and moonwalked out the hole.
Right. Yeah.
Everybody high fiving, kissing babies, and shaking hands, pop locking like rerun. Everybody eating popcorn. Oh, it's a party, including the team. And then what happened? They came out because they were smelling themselves, man. Didn't play with the same intensity. And we've all played ball. If you get stomped on, somebody wore you out. I caught myself. I almost slipped and said a colorful adjective. But you've been on the court and you had games where you looked at the squad that just blew you outside, running back.
Right.
This was that run it back game, man. Because I don't care who you are, everybody got pride when you step on that court.
Right.
These cats got pride getting paid millions.
Right.
So you think them young, and then these young cats sitting up there, man, they up there in their feelings because they got wore out the way they did. We didn't came because I look at it like this. We were smelling ourselves a little too much and didn't come up the same intensity. Figure, we got up by 13, they're going to lay down. No, them young cats kept going. But the other thing is, daggone free throws. Another thing is a concern. Along with the defensive lapses and stuff, man.
Right.
And the intensity. We weren't moving around to go get that ball, man. We weren't going out there doing what we did when we blew those cats out.
Right.
In the body language.
Yeah.
But this is something that's needed for the beginning of the season. I still believe that we can go 8-10 to start the season. I still believe that. I said it, and I'm not going to walk back what I said. I still believe on the high end, we're going to win 52 games. I'm not going to walk away from that. I'm not going to bag up on that. And I said on the low end, bar injuries, we finished at 48. But we still got a good team.
Right.
So for people to start canceling Christmas already and flipping tables and throwing chairs over one L, come on, man. I know it's early in the season, but come on, man. Bag up, inhale, exhale, sit down to get a cool booty.
Okay. Bro, So you know Cole Anthony had 16 rebounds, right?
Yeah, that was again long rebounds. Cause we shoot. Look, you live by the three, you die by the three. I'm all for using it, but bro, they got to shooting threes, and the thing is, forgot about the mid range.
And close to the basket. We didn't drive. There was some
Not a one. Come on, who's the shot blocker on that squad? Mo
man.
Bamba,
Come
and he was
on.
almost
Mo
in.
Bamba.
You had him in foul trouble, right? Am I right? Am I wrong?
Right.
All right. Okay, so why didn't we go to the rack? Why did you
Because
feel
we were afraid of Robin Lopez. We were afraid of Rolo.
How are we afraid of Rolo? That makes no sense. How are you going to be afraid
because you're
of
falling
this?
in love. You're falling in love with the three. Your new shiny toy. He gave me the green light to go jack them up. I'm launching them left and right. What did we do in the game? We blew them cats out. We were driving to the rim. We dunking.
Yeah.
We taking
Yeah.
mid range. All of a sudden, the three can shoot you in again. It can shoot you out. But you can't win a game. You can't win. Look, you can't make up 8 points. You can't. There's no such thing as an 8-point shot.
No.
Right. And Soulfinger, real quick, and I want Delano to comment on this too. The one thing that I am seeing is that they're not getting. I don't think they're getting RJ involved more in the beginning of the game.
Right.
I'm not seeing that.
Well,
Because,
that Kev, not to cut you off, that and RJ's got to figure out this new position because it's new for him to be at this spot.
Right.
And you can see that he is uncomfortable in it because he's expending himself on defense. He got to learn to balance. I really think that he needs to balance.
And Kev, the other thing too is RJ Barrett started. He started 60. I think he started 68 games at shooting guard last year and averaged 18 and a half points a game. He started four games.
That's right.
And he started 4 games at small forward last year and averaged 14 points a game.
Right.
Last year.
Right.
Yeah, and so guys, the source for the data that I'm using. So I use ESPN right now, and I go to the splits screen, and they break down everything with month, scoring average by month, scoring average by position, all these different things. So home and away. Oh, go ahead, Kev.
Yeah, what I was going to say was I totally forgot that Evan Fournier is now really your number 2, your 2 guard. Right. So my question to you, Freeze, do you think with RJ being in this position, it's going to hinder his game?
So hinder is a saucy word. Do you mean it's going to take RJ some time to get accustomed to playing a new position?
He just has to get adjusted to it. I don't think it's a matter of hindrance.
Yeah,
yes,
because I don't think it's going to stop him from being able to score, because an open shot on the perimeter is an open shot on the perimeter, regardless what position you play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what I will say though is this, Charlie, CWC, what's good?
What's up, CWC? What's happening?
Hey, Kev, I'm gonna answer your question, but I gotta tell CWC something. Hey, CWC, man, if you ever get me cussed at like that again, bro, you know them fellas was cussing me out. They was like, GI and a whole bunch of folks. They're like, man, Charlie Ward cousin in here, got the show going on, and he got the thing on the toilet. I was like, no, I ain't see that. All right, talk about my cousin. Talk about Uncle Freezy cousin CWC. They're like, yeah, man, them dudes been telling me off, bro. No. Okay, we super. We good. You and I are always good, right?
Yeah.
And the only time you and I kind of have a little thing is when you say numbers don't matter. And I tell you the eye test don't matter. And then me and you just go at it, because you be like, man, I go by the eye test, and I keep telling you that you know what I'm saying, people make a profession out of people not being able to see. They call optometrists. People fail the eye test all the time. That's why they wear glasses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyway, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. Just chilling, man. I seen the game last night, man. I like, man, are you serious? Let me do something real quick. Hey, Kimball Walker, if you listen, you better get your act together, man, or you
Oh
leaving.
God, here
I
we
don't care
go.
you
Here
from
we
New
go.
York or whatever. I'm from New York
Oh
too, and we
God.
Right.
both.
Right.
And guess what? Do pick and roll with Mitch. Do pick and roll. What's so hard? Like you like when people come to New York, it's like they don't see their game. Like their game disappear.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Do what you did in Charlotte. Do what you did in Boston. Now when you come to New York, you ain't doing none of that. And
Right.
I had your back. I
Yeah.
can't have your back too long.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm
I hear
saying?
you.
Yeah,
I hear
yeah,
you. You
yeah,
know who
man.
else is from New York though? Cole Anthony.
Cole Anthony.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I mean,
so
again, got like I said, you got to tip your hat to him. He had a game where he came out and he made a statement,
and
and
it was on Kimba.
there was nothing.
Yeah.
There
And
was
I
nothing
wanted
more
him
he could.
too in the draft. I wanted him too in the draft.
Few people wanted him, and you know he got it's really funny to me how Cole stock dropped. He can't do this, he can't do that. These are the people that want to do. They looked at the team. He was on a bad that team. Granted, he wasn't on a good team, and he got hurt, so he had it. But
I honestly, I would have given McBride a look in a fast in a hurry last night.
well,
I
see,
would have gave him a look.
I'm with
I
you on
would have
that,
gave him a
Kev,
look.
because
I would have gave
okay,
him a
what
look.
happened in the Boston game? Tibbs did something we never would think we would see. He put in Grimes.
Right.
So I'm
Yeah.
looking like, okay, any minute now he's gonna put in Grimes.
He should
Okay.
have put in Grimes.
I was like, put in Grimes. Okay, how about you look? This is a point in time where you got to look at your bench and what am I missing right now? Shots not falling, and our defense is we got loose booty defense. So
Yeah.
let me look at these two. I got these two young Thundercats on this that I know can play some defense. Let me put
Right.
them in and let them go. Man, if I lose, I lose, but I'm giving my full effort on doing that.
So Soulfinger, is he stubborn or is he afraid of what the press is going to say?
I think
Who, Tibbs?
he don't care about the
Yeah.
press. He's just stubborn.
Nah.
Okay, so he's just
I'm
stubborn.
about to say he can't be scared of the press. It's the same press that voted him coach of the year last season.
Right.
Yeah,
So
you're right. You're right,
And we
Dwyer.
needed defense. We needed defense. So why you ain't put Grimes in?
Well, the
Exactly.
thing is, if you put Grimes in, who do you take out?
Oh, they
Well,
weren't.
see,
I
the
mean,
thing
honestly,
Take
is,
out Kimber.
go ahead.
Take out Kimber.
So who runs the point?
Grimes. Grimes can run point guard.
no,
Nah, man.
I wouldn't do that.
no,
I love
No,
sir.
Charlie Ward
I
Cousins,
wouldn't
but
do
I
that.
wouldn't do
I
that.
wouldn't take out Kimba, but I would have honestly, and I know it's gonna.
But
Honestly,
yeah, I'd
right
rather
now
have
I
Payton.
mean,
for right
but the
now,
thing is, the thing.
for last night, I would have taken out RJ. I would have taken him out.
Look,
He
the
wasn't
thing is,
scoring for me.
look. This is the thing. Everybody's now we hyping up. Everybody's dumping on Kimball. It's Kimball's fault. It's Kimball's fault. No, it's the
Right.
team.
No, it's
It's
not.
the
It's the
team.
team. Absolutely.
It's the team.
Absolutely.
So
Right.
let's take a cause to pause with all the Kimball this and Kimball ain't doing that. It was the
Take a deep
team.
breath.
But
It's
you
the
know what
team.
else also? You know what else also? What was nerve wracking? Now everybody knows Terrence Ross's game. Everybody knows
Right.
he wasn't scoring in the beginning. You knew he was going to score towards the end.
Look,
You knew
I
he was going to
feel
score
you
towards the end.
because once he hit that first bucket, I was like,
In the
Was
fourth
he hitting
quarter.
the three with the hand in his face?
yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
I
oh,
was like,
God,
oh,
Here
yeah,
we
Look,
go.
I saw it coming.
yeah,
I
yeah,
saw it
because they
coming.
but
closed
my
that.
question is, who is guarding him? Who is guarding
That was
Anthony?
RJ.
That was
RJ
RJ.
gave up 3 buckets to
That was
Terrence Ross.
He
RJ.
dropped
it was
22 on us in the fourth quarter.
Right.
And how many did was Alex Burke sticking them too sometimes?
yeah. Burks
Look,
for
yeah,
Fournier and RJ each had a time
Getting
guarded
roasted. Yeah.
Terrence Ross. So
yeah.
And
it's
Fournier
not
was
just
his
one
ex.
guy.
Right,
Yeah.
right. But Fournier was his ex-player, so automatically Fournier should have told his guys, like, listen, he's going to get hot. Let D him up big
Man,
time.
look,
But Kev,
Fournier went super.
we know he gonna get hot.
We
It's
know.
Ross against because it's Ross against the Knicks, bro.
Yeah, Ross is always
Yeah.
going Super Saiyan on us, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that goes back to Toronto. That goes back to Toronto when he was
He's
on
always
Toronto.
been like that. But the thing
Yeah.
about it is, you have to use your entire bench because people were
Thank
off.
you.
IQ game was off.
Yep.
Yes.
IQ's hit the sophomore slump already.
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, I mean, everybody's talking about RJ. I mean, IQ is right along there with him.
And then, yeah, I mean, look, it's like I said, it could go all the way around. Rondo started. I mean, Rondo had to do what he had to do, but the turnovers. Rondo's got to get the turnovers together, man. Let's talk about the turnovers. Let's talk about the free throws.
Yeah.
Come
You
on,
know
man.
what I would do? I would went small. I would put some shooters in for the Knicks. I would put some shooters. I would put Fournier in, Knox. I would put Knox, Burks in, everybody. Derrick Rose
Well,
to
all
run
of
the
them were
point.
in there, but the CWC, a lot of them were in, except for Knox.
But not Knox, though.
But I would have reached out and put Grimes. I would have gone for Deuce. I would have done something.
Yeah.
I would have. But D Rose, look, D Rose was carrying us for a minute, and Randall did carry us with the turnovers.
But the thing with Derrick Rose, man, and I know I'm about to rock the boats, and people are probably gonna be mad at me and call me a hater. I'm not a hater. The thing with Rose is net zero, bro. Like for every time you see Rose come down and score a basket, the other guard come down and score a basket. And so you see this thing where Rose is keeping us in the game. Rose keeping us in the game. Bro, if Rose was a better defender and have them guys miss some of those shots, then it wouldn't be as bad. Like for instance, the Miles McBride conversation, in my opinion, is way too premature. Personally, I don't want to see Miles McBride on a NBA court until after the All-Star break, bro. Right? And it's not because of his defense, right? It's because when he comes in and he's the leader of our offense, he can't get us into offensive possessions, right? And if your offense,
we talking about Randall?
No, Miles McBride. I don't want to see Miles McBride until after the All-Star break, bro. I don't.
Why?
Yeah, I'm telling you. Listen. Miles McBride, where he is on a high school grade, where he's probably a B+ defender, he is a D+ facilitator. He does not get our offense into good offensive sets, right? And then when he recognizes stuff, he recognizes things too slow. The game hadn't slowed down for him offensively yet, where he could take a professional offense and at least keep it humming. You know what I'm saying? Like Soul Finger, you ever been on a road trip with somebody and they can't one of the drivers is gonna drive, but they can't drive in the big city?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to drive in Atlanta now. I'll drive on the highway, but when we get to Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Miles McBride ain't even that person that drive in between the two places. I'll drive. I'll get you out of New York, right? I'll get you out of New York and get you to Virginia, right? And then Soul Finger gonna take over and drive in Atlanta, right? But the person that's gonna drive in the Carolinas, he can't even drive in the Carolinas, right? So you ain't ready, bro. You ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? I'll go in here and get me a pack of Newports and a Red Bull, man. And I'll drive all the way to Atlanta or get close, and then Soul Finger take over, probably in Charleston area, and take us on in. You know what I'm saying? Miles McBride ain't ready. Yeah. And I keep saying Newport, y'all. I don't smoke, by the way. I'm just joking with that. But the thing is Miles McBride is not a facilitator yet. If you bring him in to play off the ball, though,
that's what I'm saying. That's what right now. Last night they should have brought him in to play off the ball. I would have. It's at the point in time when you could see when they started making that run. And my apologies, Freeze, for jumping in like that. But well, you saw the momentum shift when Terrence Ross hit that first shot. That's when I would have called the timeout. Oh, shut it down, shut it down. Hold on. And then I'd start making some adjustments right off the rip. That's just me because we already know that Terrence Ross is an assassin when it comes to us.
I wanted him.
Yeah, like why they ain't go after Ross? Why they ain't go after Fournier? They got Fournier, right? Why they ain't go after Ross? Because Orlando Magic, they was giving up their players. Get them 2 draft picks for Ross. He worth that.
Wait a minute, 2 draft picks for Terrence Ross?
We got 15 draft picks.
So which 2 are you talking about?
I'm talking about Ross.
Second round? You talking about second round?
No, what's the draft pick? Yeah.
I'm not giving them first round.
Well, we could get them. We could give them a 2 second round pick for Ross, and Ross coming off the bench in Orlando.
I tell you what I would do. I would give them Kevin Knox for Terrence Ross straight up, and if they don't take it, I'll keep Knox.
Who said that?
I would give them Kevin Knox and a second round for Ross.
Or something like that. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
They should have gave up Frank and Knox to get Ross. No, you just let Frank walk.
Right. Well,
you shouldn't have did that.
And so I just want to. So Paris Douglas said he got was getting us into offense in summer league, bro. Summer league, man. Summer league. 75% of the dudes in summer league not even on the NBA roster, bro. Well, what I'm saying, and I'm not slamming. Listen, I'm not slamming Paris Douglas because that's my guy. Let me first say that y'all know how I feel about Paris Douglas. So don't even be tripping. Don't even be hitting me in the DMs like, yo, why are you talking to Paris Douglas? Paris Douglas been my man, 50 grand for a long time.
But he needs experience.
But
Brian needs experience.
But
he needs experience.
Kev, I understand it. That's why I'm saying after the All-Star break. You know why? Because after the All-Star break, he would have had practiced a half of a season at point, right? And he would have been seeing Derrick Rose and Kemba Walker. But now when you put him on, look at him in the Wizards game. At the end of the Wizards game, bro, he looked lost. They were calling the play, and the dude was just bouncing in place, waiting for the dude to curl around. NBA point guard, no, if he ain't here by now, he ain't coming. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, question.
We'll agree to disagree.
Hey, how many points did Kemba Walker score last night? Anybody know? See, that's the problem.
Kemba Walker had 10 points on 4 of 8 shooting. Kemba Walker
and Anthony had like 29 points.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. That's the problem.
Anthony was on a mission last night.
And he was on a mission. I just want to, DSJ. So, what's your thoughts on it? Because I like to hear what you're saying. Because I know you back there. You thinking up something back there.
Nah, honestly, I agreed with the idea of maybe throwing in a monkey wrench. I like to call it. Giving them a different look. But again, I think the question that Freezy posed really is the question that I kind of got stumped with. Okay, if I do that, who am I pulling? Rose kind of got us in a position where him driving to the basket. I mean, even that 3-point play when when he scored against Cole Anthony, it got us closer. It just again it happens where Terrence Ross again he was on fire. He was just instant offense. But the only thing I'm looking at is okay. That was Rose's guy. So it's not like you could say, okay, well, I'm pulling Rose so I could put McBride in. You know what I mean? And then he's still trying to figure out his offensive game overall, his game overall. So that might not have been the perfect time to do it. You know what I mean? If you put Grimes in, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. If you put Grimes in, go ahead. Finish that off.
Yeah, if you put Grimes in, I mean, you don't know for sure if that offense is going to click right away. You know what I'm saying? No. He's the same guy that he's kind of a streaky shooter at this moment. You know what I'm saying? So you put him in, and maybe he misses a shot that could have went to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And then Terrence Ross knocks down another shot. Then what do? You'll complain that Grimes, didn't hit the shot that could have, put us a little bit closer. Cut the deficit, a little bit more.
But the thing with Grimes, and I want to ask you another question, DSJ. But the thing with Grimes is you have another defensive-minded person that could have done a better job than whoever was sticking Ross, whether it was Burks or RJ. I just would have liked to have seen that dynamic of Grimes sticking Terrence Ross, and we didn't get a chance to see that. But the one thing
sadly,
I'm
gonna say though, sadly, the counter to that is there was a hand in Terrence Ross's face basically after every shot. So there wasn't like Terrence Ross had open looks or a blown assignment. He was hitting the shots no matter what you threw at him. And again, like I said, he had 3 different defenders, so that's 3 different looks.
Yeah.
You had
So who do you,
RJ, who was a
so
more
who do you
physical defender.
so who do you blame
Fournier was
then?
on him. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna ask you, who do you blame? Do you blame the coach for not strategy? I mean, making them double team him or doing
Everybody.
something?
Kev,
Everybody.
Me,
Okay.
I
All right.
don't, I don't, I don't
This is
blame
what you do right here,
anybody.
Kev. This is what you do.
I,
You
I blame a lot of people.
Yeah.
I don't blame
this,
anybody. Like I said, I just look at it like this. Again, no
And
matter
I guess
what
the
we
reason why,
did,
yeah.
no matter what we did, they had accounted for it. We were missing shots. They were making shots. They were making difficult shots. You know what I mean? Again, the game got close at points. I mean, we're talking about a shot when we was down by 7. Derrick Rose shot a 3-pointer wide open in the corner. Had it
Yeah,
gone down, we're down by 4. But that's
mm-hmm.
again, like you can't get mad at that because that was a perfect shot. You know what I'm
And,
saying?
and that play you brought up, DSJ, that was right after he hit 2 threes back. Was it 3 threes in a row or just 2 threes in a row, something like that?
with hands in his face.
I guess I'm speaking from a fan that has seen Terrence Ross do this all the time. You would think that we would have something to counter that, when he's about to go off the way he
Look, but the thing is
No,
though, Kev,
you
you've watched him, you've seen this man go Super Saiyan blue on us many a times,
yeah.
man. The man when he goes unconscious. It just
We
depends when it
tried.
opens up, but he just happened to
but
do it in the most critical quarter, the fourth quarter, when we were still close. And
Right.
let's be honest, man. Once the threes stopped falling, we couldn't hit an elephant in the backside with an ironing board. Let's call it
Sure
like it
couldn't.
is. The mid
Yeah.
range was extinct. Nobody was driving to the rack. Nobody was trying to
No.
look, man. I would have taken IQ going with his floater in the mid range
And
at that
I'm
point.
glad you mentioned. I'm glad you mentioned him because it was between IQ and Obi, along with Rose, that helped us get that 13-point lead. It wasn't the starters; it was those guys. What changed from their game for them not to emulate what they were doing in the beginning?
You got overconfident, man. I told you. They got. I mean, and they got caught slipping because they started smelling themselves. I told you. After you demolished the team, you a day before. Most teams you feel that they're gonna hold their head down. And all these young boys, we took their heart. No, them young cats were mad. We got young cats too, and veterans, but they got pride. I don't care who you are. You gonna take a L just to take a L and then come in, had to go at a cat again, and you're just gonna sit there and take a L? No, I think not.
And the thing about it also,
look, as they say, Kev, hit dog holler.
right. But the thing about it is that, at least for last year, we've always been resilient on when we had to play a team again, home and home. We've always been able to take both those, both those games. And this time, you would think that it would have happened again, and it just didn't. So, hey guys, I got to get out of here. I love y'all. Y'all take care, and we're gonna do this again. Okay, love y'all.
All right, corner.
See you on Thursday.
Okay, bro. All right.
Soulfinger said, "Hit dog holler." I ain't heard that in a long time. I ain't heard that.
But another thing too, Freezy. I know the real reason you really don't want Grimes and McBride in the game is because if you see them in the game, then you can't sing your hit singles. Splinters in your behind. Splinters in your behind. But I get it. I get it.
Splinters, yeah, man. But now for the thing about McBride is, I'm not saying he's a bust. I'm just saying
that he's not truly ready. That's what you're saying? No.
Yeah, he's not ready. He's not ready.
Not defensively. Defense is something that you don't need a whole bunch of reps to do. Is energy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you need experience on D and all that stuff too.
Yeah,
right. But defense is mostly effort. You know what I'm saying? So even if you just try hard, just try real hard, man. You know what I'm saying? But running an NBA offense is not, bro. How many point guards you seen that came in New York and can't run up? Y'all want me to name them? Y'all want me to say Sergio Rodriguez, Frank Ntilikina, Jerry Grant, Torrey Murray, Langston Galloway?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on, bro. Y'all want me to name the point guards that came here and couldn't keep an offense in continuity. I mean, and now we talking about taking our young prize rookie and throwing him to the wolves early. We ain't learned our lesson from that.
I mean, the thing is, the only thing I got to say, Freeze, is, is I understand if this was like it was a game, it was a it was a do or die game in the playoffs,
Right.
but the season just started, and there's so many people right now that, man, you got cast on ball, man. We need to trade. We need to do this. How about we just let the season play out? Let's.
Right.
We only 3 games in, and technically, if you include in preseason how Tips ran it. However, he threw me a curveball because I said it. And I stick to my word, what I said. And you don't have to come blast me. I blast myself. Because I was saying he was running it like a glimpse of what we could possibly see for our lineup throughout the season.
Right.
But Soulfinger. Soulfinger. We like Kimba, he my dude, but it seemed like he get lost on the court, like not playing defense or not taking the ball to the hole or pick and roll with Mitch. It's like, what are you doing on the court if you're not doing those things, man?
But the thing is, the only
like,
thing what I got to say to that, though, this is my answer on that one, CWC, is this is the 3rd game of the season. If you factor in preseason, that's 8 games. It's not going to come that fast. It takes a little bit longer for everybody to figure out everybody's moves and how they and everything else. You play ball. You know how it's going. If you're playing with guys, and it's just going to take a little longer. I mean, the thing about it is, we gotta relax and chill and let as Cube say, let the drama unfold. We don't have drama, so I guess this is the animosity and drama that we're gonna have. If it's gonna come to that, just give it time. I said by the game, the 15th game of the season,
I give it to 15 or 20.
Because I said 20, mostly it'd be 20 overall, but the way Chips has been running it, it would be 15 for us because I'm including the preseason. But I'm willing to go all the way to 20. They give you 25 games of seeing how he wants to go, and as he goes, he can tweak everything.
And trade deadline too. And on trade deadline, know what point guard I will go after? I will go after you crazy. Indiana Pacers Bargain. What's his name? Bargain or something?
Oh, we're talking about Brogdon.
Malcolm Brogdon.
I like Brogdon.
Yeah.
I was on the Brogdon. DSJ, no, me and DSJ talked it up before, and I even said something about Brogdon. However, we don't know just yet, though. I'm gonna stand pat on what I got right now.
And the second guy I want, if we can't get him, the second guy I want is Rubio from Cleveland, the point guard from Cleveland. Yeah,
Ricky Rubio. I got you.
He scored like 29 points last night.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, we living in the moment though, because we only in the 8 games. If you include preseason and these games, 8 games in, and we're already talking about point guard when Kimba could turn things around and be somewhat of what. See, the thing is, everybody's looking for the Charlotte Hornets Kimba. That's Charlotte. That Kimba's not who we got right now.
Yeah, I wish we had him. But I'm just looking for that Boston Celtics Kemba. You know what I'm saying? I know we ain't going to have that Charlotte Kemba. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you been in the league for what, 13 years? Come on, man.
Yo, Beans is in. Beans, come on the chat, man. Stop playing.
That's what I'm talking about, Soulfinger.
Look, hey, everybody, look, it's Beans, right? I told Beans, Beans, when you come through the thing, get in the video chat, man. Stop playing, man. Beans, don't make me come get you. Don't make me come get you, man. So Soulfinger, me and Beans, right? Beans jumped on the thing. He was like, yo, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, man, just come on the thing, man. Stop playing. He come on the thing. He was talking all nervous and whatever. Man, it's us, bro. It's us. And then
come on the show, Beans, Beans.
And then he got on. Yeah, it's Beans. Yo, this is Beans right here. This is Beans Douglas, right? And so, you know what I'm saying? And then he just disappeared. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even know. Yeah, he disappeared. There'd be so many people in the chat. I'd be looking, you know what I'm saying? Be so many people that be coming and going, like Rich Boy, Dripmore, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know, so I missed them, right? I wasn't catching them. And so now he like, yo, this is Beans, man. Yo, stop playing, man. Getting the thing, stop playing before we send CWC to come get you.
Correction.
Can't get that check.
Correction, Dripmore don't be missing. Dripmore changed his name on you.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. Yeah, man. But so the thing I want to say, y'all, is this: I have trepidation about us ruining rookies. Right? That's where my trepidation is at. Ruining rookies. Not that I don't want them to play. I want them to play when they're ready.
You want them to succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want them.
But
I
Uncle
want them to
Freezy,
be. I don't want them to be. I don't want to see. I don't want to be wondering like, are they gonna go in a trade? I don't want to be doing that, bro. I want them to be a part of the franchise for the long term.
check this out. Who Orlando Magic were playing? They were playing all day rookies.
Well, they can't help but play rookies though.
Right.
I
That's
mean,
all
that's
they
just the
got
way
on
that
that
team. That
squad. They
team.
don't have any. They don't
They
have
don't. They
any
don't have.
veteran leadership.
But
Robin Lopez is it.
what I'm saying though, what I'm saying though, like teams like Washington and Orlando, stuff like that, put our rookies in, see what they got. Let them, you know what I'm saying, show off, man.
CWC, those teams are trash though. They got high lottery picks. That's what they
But
playing.
that's why.
They playing Suggs, right? Because Suggs was the number 4 pick in the draft.
But Sub was doing his thing last night too,
And they
though.
got
Sub was
injuries.
doing his thing last night too.
And they got injuries because if Gary Harris was there, Suggs wouldn't be playing all the minutes.
Fault was it
Markel
was it Faults?
Fultz.
Yeah.
Kel folks, and they got their one to go forward. What's his name?
Chike.
Jonathan Isaac.
Yeah, Jonathan
No,
Isaac.
well, they got 2 forwards, Chike and Jonathan Isaac.
Yeah.
But
So,
Orlando have nothing to lose though. They ain't playing for a championship. They're like, let me play our rookie. We ain't playing for no championship. We're gonna see what these guys got.
let me put it to you like
Are
this:
we are we playing for a championship?
Yes.
Okay, let our rookies play, man.
Hey, but the
Let them
thing about
play.
let me put it to you like this: here, you know, when you real young, you don't know what danger is. You know,
Yeah.
that's Orlando. They don't know. Look, they young. They don't know what the ramifications of certain things are. It's different for the Knicks than it is for Orlando when it comes to that. Because you got a bunch of cats that are young, dumb, and full of vigor, and they running up and down the court. See, I was about to say something else, but they running up and down the court and all like that. They get beat up and like that. They bounce back. That's what the young cats do. You know, we were all young like that at one time. You know, you didn't really realize, you didn't know what you didn't know. You know, but you know, we can't look at that. The first thing we got to stop doing as a fandom is quit looking at, well, this team did that, vice this team did that, because we talk about losses. LA lost, Atlanta lost, Brooklyn lost.
Yeah.
I mean, should we keep on going with all these so-called super duper
Well, you already
teams?
know why LA losing. You already know why LA losing.
But that's not what I'm saying though. We don't care about what they losing. They lost. That's the point.
Right.
They
And
lost.
they lost, and nobody is saying bench LeBron. Atlanta lost, and nobody is saying bench Trae Young. Milwaukee lost, nobody is saying bench Giannis. Brooklyn lost, nobody is saying bench Fat James Harden.
Yeah,
right.
And these are teams that everybody says better than us. These are teams supposed to be better than us.
Right.
But nobody's going out on a limb, falling off, and I mean, you know, jumping off the Brooklyn Bridge and driving to the Grand Canyon to jump off head first and whatever else. Running.
I understand what y'all saying though, but we could prevent our losses too. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be it's gonna be up and
Can
down
we?
for right now.
Is that a guarantee though? I mean, we're speculating that had we given them a different look, we probably could have won the game. But at the end of the day, it could have blown up in our face as well. You know, that balloon that could have ballooned into a bigger deficit as opposed to, you know, shrinking the deficit. So
or somebody could have got hurt. Bro, that's what I'm saying. These things like DSJ, DSJ is right on, man. Listen, right on the money, bro. Like you put these young guys out there, and all it took is for a veteran from the London Magic showed his rookie something he ain't never seen before. He missed an assignment, and instead of it being a 3-point game, now it's a 6-point game.
Hey,
Uncle Freezy, last night all of them were missing assignment.
Hey, I just want to say one thing. I just want to, because I got
Terrible defense.
I have I'm looking at it through I got my computer up, but I'm on my phone and everything. But hey, I agree with both Ron and Paris Duggar. Don't know Ron is still Knicks fan. I agree with both of what they had to say. If you hadn't seen, look what they're saying, because it's facts. It's facts, man. It's early on.
Right.
But
Right.
but I know it's early, but they should have beat Orlando, man. They underestimate Orlando. That's what happened.
That's what I'm saying. CWC, we stumped the mud hole in them young cats. Turn around and stumped it dry. Moonwalked out of the hole, and they came in. We came in, and we were like, "Oh, we got this." And what happened? You got caught. It's just like as a boxer, you could be beating a cat down. It don't take one punch. It don't take one punch. You could beat a cat. You could be beating the cat from one end of the ring to the other around that joker. But the only thing the cat is taking the beat. The only thing you need is one shot, and you could be champion of the world. See what I'm saying?
It's Soulfinger. That's what I'm saying. Like when you play against a team like Orlando, like take it to the hole, man.
Well,
Kimba, take it to the hole. They can't stop you. You were shaking people all day long. Take it to the hole.
again, they stopped doing that. That's what I'm saying. We started shooting the three. I
Yeah,
like the three, but I'm never been one of those big components of just shoot threes just to be shooting, because if they're not
you'll
falling,
die from the three too.
you live by, as I was saying, you live by the three, you die by the three. So what he
But the
should have done
problem
is,
is also, think about it from this angle. The threes that they took were open threes. It
yeah, they
wasn't like
were.
it was a contested shot or something like that. Those were good looks. You know what
They
I'm
just weren't
saying?
falling. So you have to do something different. You got to take it to the rack. You got to be at range. But I'm gonna tell you this here. I'm gonna keep screaming this because I got a feeling be talking about this all season. Free throws, man.
Oh
Man,
yeah, yeah,
free throws, man. This free throw situation that has me now. It's early on. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little nervous about that. I'm a little concerned because our free throws, man, are bad. We're missing free throws that, man, it's not good. Stevie Wonder and Ray
yeah,
Charles can go shoot better than where our free throws are going, man. That
yeah. I
often
saw.
that often blows my mind that a cat can hit a three, but you put him in front of that little line, and nobody on you, bruh. You can't do nothing. You can't get wet. You can't get water hit you. You still won't get wet, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
White
And these
Falcon
things will
said,
happen from time to time.
so White Falcon says start Derrick Rose.
I was thinking about that too, but do, he got chemistry with the first unit too from the last playoff
Well, he
from
got
last
chemistry
year.
with the team. Period. That's
You mean the
D
Yeah,
Rose,
same
yeah.
man.
playoff where he got hurt?
Yeah.
I think again, I understand everybody wants to, put
I think
Rose in,
everybody should
and
stay in place.
I honestly feel like Rose with the second unit, the dynamic that they have is
Is
why
Rose.
they're as good as they are. So I wouldn't change anything. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I
Me either.
said, I'm just gonna chalk this up to one loss, and I'm gonna keep on
Yeah,
saying it. Cole Anthony went bananas. He is that
yeah.
is an
Right.
that's not normalcy for him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So again, tip your hat that he had a good game. We couldn't contain him. Terrence Ross came in the fourth quarter, and he threw flamethrowers at us.
Yeah.
He just came out of nowhere. No matter what we did, we couldn't prevent him from scoring. And we did things. You know what I'm saying? We threw different looks at him defensively.
Right.
Nothing was
Let me
given to him that was easy. So again,
let
sometimes you just got to tip your hat and keep it moving.
Right.
let me tell you something. If Kimba keep on playing how he playing right now at that trade deadline, you out of here, man. You
Then we're
out of
gonna
here.
trade him for
We
we're
will
gonna
get
trade him for Ja Morant.
no. We could get him. We could sit him down as a third string like football, and get him brought. We get that guy for Indiana Pacers, the point guard, because he had to show up. DSJ, he had to show up, man.
Yeah, just
And
give him
that deep,
time. Give him
and we
time.
got
He'll
terrible
figure it out.
defense, guys. Y'all seen our defense? Our defense is terrible.
But again, it's still early. It's still early. Excuse me. It's still early, and not. I don't see anybody out here just wearing it out because I'm waiting for everybody to start talking about Chicago. Oh, Chicago's winning. They doing, bro. They beat Detroit. Come on, man.
Yeah.
They hyping up Chicago, man. Don't hype up Chicago. They
beat Detroit, and Detroit was hurt.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Like I said,
But
hit dog holler. Like I said,
but so finger. See, Chicago doing it right though. Check this out. Those are teams that they supposed to be beat. You know what I'm saying? Teams like that, and that's the teams that we supposed to be beating too.
You know
I
what?
know we ain't gonna be perfect.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But you know what? It's just like they said in football, any given Sunday, basketball, any given night. Because you know what? I guarantee Chicago gonna drop a game to somebody they should beat. They could go up against the Pelicans, and the Pelicans run them off the court. Right. They just because who says BI? What happens when BI goes Super Saiyan? You know, he go God level on them, and just everything he throws up just falls in. He got hands on him, people crossbody blocking him, trying to hit him with a DDT, and he still and the shots just falling. When you hot, you can't. There's nothing you can do.
Right, and so you know what the opposite of that is? What happened when he do that, right? And your team can't throw a soda can out a car window.
Exactly. As you, Lord, I say, you know, I live by it, Freezy. Y'all heard me. You know I live by it. When you can't hit an elephant in the backside on an ironing board, it is what it is. Right. You just got to change it up. And for us, we went away from going for twos. I don't know when 2-pointers became, when it wasn't cool to shoot a mid-range, man.
I love mid-range shots.
I don't know when it was cool to not go to the rack. You know, I said, I tell my daughter that all the time. Like I said, she getting it, you know, she just really, really starting to get into the game even more. And I tell her all the time, I said, man, take that mid-range. That's money down there. That's that's forgotten country right there. It's wide open up in there. Look, I guarantee if we would have switched it up, stop shooting all the threes and going for those, you know, taking the mid-range and going to the rack. Because other reason too is when you can't hit free throws, you don't want to get fouled, right?
Right.
So what you don't do a lot of, go to the rack, go down in the mid-range and paint. I'm just saying, it's things like that because it's a confidence thing, man. They gave those young cats confidence. They believed that they could win. You know what happened that first game? We took their confidence
early.
Yep. This game they were hanging when we had them by 13. When we had them by 13, that was the point right then. He should have said, choke them out. Right. Don't let them breathe. Take them out. Just take them out. Finish them. Hit them with the A. Hit them with the scorpion. Finish them. We didn't.
So we play against Philly next, right?
And see, you know what? And after an embarrassing loss like that, watch the game play difference. Watch.
Let me tell you something. Kimba keep on playing like that versus Philly. It's a problem.
It's just not Kimba though. CWC. You know, I could call out more than just Kimba. I mean, Kimba gave us 10 points, and you know we sacrificed some defense for offense to get Kimba.
Right.
And but IQ.
But he's not showing his offensive game either, though. So finger.
He's got to find his groove with this new team like this. It's different. And then IQ's not playing like IQ that we knew, that everybody knew and loved. Well, the ones that loved it, because you still got people that hated IQ. I like IQ. I just say he's struggling right now. He's struggling in the sophomore. I've never seen, you know, this is the first time I've seen Freeze. Have you ever seen the sophomore slump hit right off the beginning of the season? Have you ever seen it? Because we witness it now.
Right.
It seemed like we lost our defense in Orlando. What happened when they came back to New York? Our defense was lost
because we were smelling ourselves, man.
Yeah,
we were smelling ourselves. They were really looking for those. They were smelling themselves, and I want to say that we were probably, you know, tired from that trip like that. And the thing is like my man Alton Lee saying, it's only game 3. People losing their mind. Look, we just gotta look. The whole team, like I said, I blame the team because intensity was low, energy was low, and they just didn't play good. It's not the end of the world. And guess what? You got 82 games. Guess what? We're gonna take some more L's. Yeah. It's the way. Have you ever anybody? I just want to know anybody on the panel or anybody that's watching. Have you ever known of any NBA team to go 82 games without a loss? No. Has there ever been the perfect team?
No.
So quit tripping. That's all I got to say about it. Quit tripping and stop trying to run people. Hey, stop trying to vote people off the island already. I mean,
Already.
the season just started. You
Right.
know, it's like being a little kid and you wearing your first day of school. The first day of school, everybody want to wear their good clothes and all like that. You know, you
Right.
want to wear you don't want to, look, you want to bring out your new Levi's or, back around our days when you had you had Levi's or some
Well, I
kids,
miss them days, boy.
them
Woo!
Calvin Kleins, whatever. See
Them
me,
Sergio
Tommy
Valentes,
Hilfiger.
yeah,
them Gloria Vanderbilts,
you know. Hey,
them
for the young
Jordache,
ladies wearing their little chick jeans or whatever, like that. But you want to wear
them
your new
Boss.
stuff.
Yeah, man.
But the thing is all right, so you wearing your brand new Chucks, they nice and white, and now you got a scuff. Somebody messed around and stepped on your Chucks, and now them white Chucks, and you got that little dust mark on it, that black mark on your Chucks. Now what you got to do now? You don't want to wear them anymore. Yeah, you gonna clean them. That's what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Right now, it's
So
just the stuff on the sneakers.
what we need to do in this Philly game then?
Play hard ball, and if we take a L because we played hard, played balled out, and played hard, that's one thing. When you take a L because you were smelling yourself, and I want to say some fatigue because you saw it, they were puffing. Keep in mind, we went to Orlando right after that tough Boston game. Things add up. We went to a double overtime game. We went to Orlando, blew them out to come back here.
Right.
That plays a factor. You got to keep that in mind. Orlando didn't do that. They just got ran up. They just got blown up. Start them first two games.
Right.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Wow,
So
I forgot about that.
You got to weigh that in. So these cats, we're just starting the season. After a double overtime game like they played, mentally and physically, emotionally, that can take a lot on you, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, y'all, I got to get out of here to do something. I want to speak to my man, Ron. Now, Ron, how you doing, man?
I'm good. I figured you was gonna have to run. I know you're doing a lot. I just wanted to jump on real quick. Shout out to the panel, Soul Finger, my man Delano was good. B.
What's going on, Ron?
And CWC. I haven't met you, but salute,
What's
brother.
good? What's good?
Yeah, man. I just
CWC is the GOAT in Knicks universe. CWC is he been around since Ryan Cleveland. Yeah, he been
all right.
man. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I just like everything y'all saying. I'm just echoing the sentiments. It's still very early. Let me see if I can wrap this up. Because sometimes I'll be, I drop too many words here. I just think that everything happens for a reason. I thought the Knicks was gonna have a letdown game against Orlando in that first game, but they came out, they did their job, they made it look easy. But I will say I agree that last night's game, if there was ever a game to see some of these rooks, because Orlando's a young, inexperienced team, they still, the only person you really got to worry about on that team is Terrence Ross because he's a Nick killer. He knows how to get his spots. But everything that happened, I think, was attributed to bad ball movement by the Knicks. Randall got that tunnel vision going on last night. Tired legs because they played that overtime, that double OT game against the Boston, and it finally caught up to them, which a lot of teams haven't gone through yet, but the Knicks already went through it. And my man Devon was saying that the next day Boston had their tired game because they got blown out. So it was bound to happen. I'd rather it happen against Orlando than Philadelphia. I'll tell you that. So we'll see what happens, man. And what I wanted to ask you because I didn't see the first half. I recorded it, so I'm gonna watch it today. What happened with Fournier? Was his shot just not going, and Tibbs pulled him?
It was falling at first a little bit, but then it just dissipated, man. And it looked like they looked tired.
Right.
His shots would come
I
up.
heard his defense was slipping. That's why they took him out. His defense.
His defense. I mean,
Kemba was getting, bro.
Yeah,
Fournier. You can't blame Fournier for what Jalen Suggs was doing. You can't say Suggs had a bad shooting game and then say Fournier's defense was bad. You know what I'm saying? You got to give somebody credit somewhere.
Yeah, no, you know, his far as Evan was going, you can see the tired legs. Look how short his shot His shot was coming up short on the front of the rim.
Yeah, that's the key, soul finger.
Yeah, his tired leg. He had tired legs, and then too, everybody's making a big thing about Cole Anthony getting those rebounds. They were long rebounds,
right?
And they were every time you shooting threes and guards are getting even. He got 11 rebounds like that. Those are long rebounds.
16.
16, okay.
Rebounds.
16. All right, he got 16. Well, it's still double figures, whatever. Those are because one, you shooting threes and tied legs. That's what it was, man.
Exactly. But yeah, I got to get out of here. I got some stuff I got to do, man. I wish I could stay on, bro. It's some stuff I want to talk about. Like, I really want to get into this Philly. You know what? Maybe we can jump back on later. Y'all gonna be busy?
Yeah,
later
that'd be
on
cool.
this evening.
No,
what
I
time?
should be around. I should
Okay.
be around.
Yeah. Because I wanted to get y'all opinions on this upcoming Philly game, and the adjustments that y'all anticipate Tibbs making going into the game. You know, if they're gonna be short-term fixes, or are they gonna be season-long fixes? So, but anyway, I got to get out of here right now because I got to make some phone calls and stuff. So, but thank you everybody for coming through. Y'all have a good day, man, and hopefully I'll see y'all later.
All right, sounds good.
All right, now.
I ain't go crazy.
All right, y'all.